Back to the news now. The father of a Temple teen is remembering his son a year after he was hit and killed riding his motorcycle home from Thanksgiving dinner. Dubbing the day Chris Giving, raising money through merchandise to help support foster children and families like his own. 6 News reporter Mike Rogers has the story.
Flowers, a cross, and a stand of merchandise. It's how Gary Johnson is keeping the memory of his son Chris alive 1 year later.
There's no way that Chris was ever meant to be anyone else's but mine.
Celebrating a rainy Thanksgiving last year, not 10 minutes from their home, Chris Johnson and his dad packed up to go, with plans of a late-night ride when they returned.
And I know I rolled my eyes because it was drizzly and I was chicken, and I didn't really want him riding in the rain either. But he said it again, and as he rode off, I couldn't have known, you know.
Coming down Adams Street on his motorcycle, Johnson said a car pulled out from Woodbridge Road, colliding with the 19-year-old and killing him.
Chris was a free spirit. You've never met anyone more bold and more brave. He had been through such a rough go. It just, you know, it was part of his character.
Johnson says he visits the site of the crash that killed his son about every evening, but this afternoon, spreading Chris's story and a push for change.
You can certainly think of yourself as you did something when you foster or adopt, but he rescued me.
Selling shirts with a motorcycle on them with the hashtag #RevItUp for Chris. Johnson is hoping to raise money for foster families and children still in the system to find homes and families that love them as much as he loved his son.
To kids, I really want them to take to heart that their parents love them, and that when they say to be careful, to actually be careful, and remember that they'll be leaving behind a wake that is a very, very tough depth to endure.
Reporting Mike Rogers, 6 News.
And the Chris Johnson Foundation website site is still in the works, but Gary Johnson says he plans to do fundraising and set that all up for Christmas, as he's calling it, near the actual holiday next month in honor of his son.